What is holding you back? A few of scholars have mentioned that we all are born with the world's most powerful and unique tool, our brain, that can be switched on to perform miracles for us. However, many individuals, homes and schools have managed to develop only a limited part of our brain. We can do a lot more by reading, listening, writing, playing, singing, drawing, thinking and doing. Despite the above knowledge, we all know that there are a few barriers in our lives that hold us back from progress. What is holding you back? Let us call them UPS. The first one is your hang UPS. These are the excuses for your inertia. Your hang UPS can be many, but let us outline a few of them. I am too old to do this work. I do not have good education for this job. I do not have any money for good living. I am the victim of racial discrimination. I cannot do this work because I am a woman. These are our lame excuses and silly reasons. The best thing is to get out of your hang-ups and get determined to give every work a try with your best effort. Remember that no one is good at everything. You need to do a lot of reading, listening and practicing to get rid of your hang-ups. We all have the talent, our individual uniqueness, our drive, passion, and personality to excel at something, but we must find that something soon. If we are not able to find that something, then we are faced with our second barrier called our bang UPS. These are once upon a time jolts, difficulties and problems that we have had in our past. These bang UPS become our greatest hurdles because we fail to forget them and they keep on bothering us. In fact, such one-time problems cannot and will not affect us always if we are determined to forget them. We should not let one of our old-time setbacks, defeats, failures and problems bother us and become our bang-ups. How can such small one-time difficulty or old hurts make such a big noise and frighten us forever? We cannot let such slight bang-ups of our life hold our progress. We have heard some people say such foolish things as, "I will never get married in my life because my first partner was not faithful, honest and sincere with me." Well, one person can deceive you but not necessarily the next one you meet. This world is full of other honest people. You only have to take a real look at your choice. We have also heard people utter such disappointing statements as, "I will never trust any businessman because I was betrayed and deceived by a shopkeeper last year." You may have had an unpleasant experience with one businessman in the past, but that hurting situation cannot be enlarged out of proportion to become another of your bang-ups, your loud cry of despair and your reason for holding up your progress. Distasteful and damaging experiences do occur in our lives, but we should never let them become our obstacles and hold us back from moving ahead. The least we can do is to avoid them and keeping marching ahead with additional determination, with a hope that our next experience would be a lot better one for us. In order to overcome and get rid of your bang-ups, you need to take your lessons from a canoe. A canoe will only take you across the stream if you took up the planks and began paddling the canoe. Only sitting down in the canoe and watching the water in the stream would not help you reach the other end. If you are a person who is easily disturbed by your bang-ups, then you must get up and do something positive to get over the problem. Learn to paddle your own canoe with greater strength and determination across the rough stream. The famous English historian Thomas Carlyle wrote his first draft of the French Revolution and gave it to his neighbor John Stuart Mills to read and comment on it. After a week, when Thomas Carlyle asked John Mills if he had any comments on the script, he was given a very sad story. John Mills said that he was sorry that his mate had used the scripts to start up the fire. All the labor of Carlyle was lost in the fire. Where would he get the energy to start again? This was his bang-up, his shock and his sorrow. But one day Thomas Carlyle saw a mason constructing a brick wall, placing one brick at a time. He was immediately motivated to begin writing his draft again, 1 page a day. When he finished the assignment, it turned out to be better than the first try. His bang-up could not hold him back from completing the book on French Revolution. The third thing that holds people up is their gang UPS. These are the various opposite forces that get together to oppose and go against us. During these tough times of stiff competition, more than often our competitors, opponents, and enemies have the tendency to get together and mount a program to defeat us and make things more difficult for us. This ganging up should not frighten us, or it should not deter us or worry us to continue doing our work effectively and forge ahead as usual. These types of gang UPS can drag us down if we are not careful and prepared to fight back with equal stamina. Fighting competition is difficult and it requires a lot of strategic planning and courage. When our competitors get together and combine their forces to make us lose, then we need to put up extra efforts to block these with additional opposing forces. The important thing is that we should not have any fears but face the opponents head-on and diplomatically. A small merchant once operated a tiny grocery shop in the middle of a developing town. As part of commercial expansion, on his left developed a huge upmarket quality shopping complex, and on his right came up a large department store. This small businessman was being crushed between the two giant commercial competitors. On the day of opening, both the new competitors opened their doors with big banners that read "Grand Opening Sale." The little merchant in the middle woke up in the morning and played it cool. He hung a sign over his doorway that read "Main Entrance." This is how the little merchant overcame the ganging ups of the two large business people. He still felt that his little shop was the main entrance to the big world next door. So we all can beat the ganging up of others if we played it cool and are enthusiastic about what we do. The fourth aspect that holds us up is our Rang UPS that we develop within us over the years. Our Rang ups are our trophies, our prizes, our praises and our achievements. These are excellent medium for our personal human development, but when we begin to think that we have had too many trophies, too many prizes, a lot of praise and tons of achievements in our life, and we can now rest and slow down, then we begin to rust. Best is not good enough during these difficult economic times because everyone expects a lot better results from us. After having a few victories, or winning some prizes, we cannot say that we have had excellent results and have done our best, so we stop working any harder. We cannot say, I have reached my target. I have gone to the top of the ladder. I do not need to work harder anymore. This kind of attitude becomes our rang UPS, which hold us back from progressing further. We cannot afford to rest on our laurels. If we want to keep going towards our success, we cannot think of retiring early. Only a few medals, awards, victories, and prizes are not enough for us to be successful in life. If we want to stay on the bicycle of life, then we have to keep paddling, otherwise we are likely to fall down. Our wheelbarrow of life and work has to be lifted with a firm grip on the handles and pushed continuously. No successful and enthusiastic person can afford to let the canoe of life and work wander and float aimlessly in the sea of experience. We have to keep paddling our canoe efficiently. If wishes were horses, not only the beggars but we all would ride on them. Our wishes need to be made of sterner stuff and be positive, and then with our solid actions we would be able to make them come true. If we wish to achieve success, we have to keep working harder and harder. There is no room for a plateau or slow down after we have had one or two successes. Continuous enthusiasm is the answer to overcoming our rang UPS. So let us learn to prune now, and we would gather beautiful rosebuds sooner than later. There are peaks after every plateau, and the one who keeps going to new heights witnesses multiple achievements. We cannot afford to be satisfied with a few of our achievements. What should we do to overcome all these rang UPS? There are 5 ideas of ultra-positive steps, UPS. 1. We must wake up. Come alive and snap the cords of laziness. Break the chain of lethargy. Wake up and go. 2. We must make up our minds and act decisively now. Do not delay our right actions. Do it now. Stop procrastinating. 3. We must shake up those negative thoughts and develop our positive mental attitude for peak performance. 4. We must break up all the obstacles. Shatter all the barriers to our progress. 5. We must take up all the crowning opportunities and achievements that are our destiny. Walk away with honors and strive for excellence. When this happens, then nothing should hold you back.